Hidden Object Guru here, still on vacation, so I'm away from all of my Until Dawn video content. So now that they've made the big announcement that we are just 6 weeks away from the Until Dawn remake coming out, oh my god, I'm only going to have a month to completely cover Frank Stone before Until Dawn drama starts. Then again, how much drama can there really be in Until Dawn when they're not changing anything? Or are they? Let's find out together here in the video. Oh, yes. I am pretty excited about this. I'm not going to lie. Ballistic Moon, eh? Tell me more. So that's the cable car heading up. Mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics. That's fine. I like that it's not saying what the original version was captured on. Weird choice. Oh, no. So we've got the double buzzsaw coming down, looking fantastic. That flashing light in the middle so you can't look away. You know, I know it was quote-unquote a prank, but this thing really feels like that would hurt a lot, because it's not like those were made of foam. What if the thing had just gotten loose and fallen? How good of a mechanic are you, Josh?
Oh my god!
Yeah, there's everything, the pistol and the table. Okay. Understandable. Oh, it's the QTE chase that I'm obsessed with. I should make a short about how obsessed I am with this QTE chase. Okay, there's the Ouija board. Rebuilt and enhanced. Okay. Okay, lots of sprinting. Seeing a lot of footage that we all know pretty well. Wait, was that Josh about to take the mask off? Yeah, that's him taking the mask off. Okay. A comparison trail, you say? So here's the thing. I don't want to be too cynical, but what are the odds that anything in here is going to impress me? I famously don't care about graphics, and I like the eerily blue artistic direction of the original one. So let's see what we've got. So here's the original. You see how this looks amazing, right?
There are a few things I know.
And so what they've done here is added a really bright light in the background coming from somewhere and put a bunch of reflections on her face. You might say, well, her skin does have more texture. And I'm like, yep, it does.
Need to make.
But is that necessary? Also, they gave her fuller lips. They gave the character Sam fuller lips. Basically, I mean, the same nose, but this isn't a question of like, oh, well, it's a slightly different angle. It is a slightly different angle, but beyond that, those are just fuller, more plump lips. Why would they give her fuller lips? It's a weird choice, right?
Sure you.
Look. Yeah, she has fuller lips. This is strange.
Understand.
Let me get the exact side-by-side here. Right at the end. Yep, those are fuller lips. 100%. Okay, fuller, more lustrous and catching reflections lips. Weird choice. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I love how they're showing us, well, we turned his head to the side. Very similar. I mean, it is neat that now you can see the detail on his undershirt. I don't know if I felt like I was missing that in the original, but, you know, I won't pretend it's not neat. So here she's looking over the mountain, only now she's looking over the mountain. Okay, this is before she gets on the cable car. So the sun sets during the cable car. That makes sense.
Did you see this view? I mean...
Oh, no, wait, that is the top of the cable car. Oh, that's weird. So here's him with his fingers in the bear trap in the original, which, ick. Yeah, no, there's much more texture to the undershirt.
Past is beyond our control.
And here's the modern one where it's just a lot darker and I can't see anything. That's weird. Let me get a quick look at that again. Oof. Fingers absolutely crushed in between there, poor
Past
guy.
is beyond our control.
And here, yep. So the fingers are further in this version. Okay. It's like, it's weird that they've changed it to you can't see a thing. Okay, here he is. Aiming the rifle, and here he is looking more haggard and dirty aiming rifle.
Are we speaking
Yeah, here looks exactly the same to me, except they've replaced blue light with orange light, and I'm not sure
to
why.
Hannah? Is that
Weird choice.
you? Oh God!
Uh-oh. Oh, that's
Is it
weird.
not?
So they've changed around the
No
cinematography
one can
so they're
check-
staying on her the whole time there while being dragged. Huh. Instead of staying on him. That's a weird choice. Like, I thought it was a stronger choice to stay on the Psycho, but they have their own
What happened
reasons,
last year?
I'm sure. Okay.
Just because he's class pres
Uh-oh. Here we go. Reworked prologue. This is what I've been worried about.
doesn't mean he belongs to everyone. Mike is my man.
Hey, Al. I'm not anybody's man.
Ooh. All right. I do like him running the motion capture. If I were trying to get to an abandoned asylum and I was out in the freezing cold in an undershirt, I'd probably run too.
There is freedom in this revelation. Everything you do.
Okay, so here's the problem that I'm worried about. So here's the original. You got Beth, you've got Josh, you've got Chris, and there.
Every decision you make
Here's the reworked.
now on will open
Now you can control the camera
Doors.
yourself, but also
to the
no Josh, no Chris. Yeah, so I think, I mean, my theory is we saw that little clip of Beth outside and then Hannah and Beth helping Josh onto the couch. And that looked like what they're going to be doing is they're going to do a scene where Hannah and Beth help Josh out to the couch and they chat briefly. Then Beth goes out to deal with the garbage, and then, you know, we see the menacing shot of Green Jacket outside. And then Hannah goes to meet Mike, and Beth comes back in and looks around, and that's when the prank happens. And I think they're changing it so Chris was involved in the prank. And I don't approve of that. I think that's a poor choice. I think there's a reason that Supermassive Games, when they originally made this thing, because let's not forget, in the script, Chris was involved in the prank. There is video footage you can watch on the internet right now from like right when the game came out of Chris being involved in the prank, being in the room, laughing along with everybody else. They changed that. And there's a reason they changed that. And the reason is because Chris is actually Josh's best friend and Josh is in love with Chris. And I made a whole video about it. The point is, making it so Chris was involved in the prank makes it so the revenge on him is not completely out of left field. Like, what's so powerful about the original Until Dawn, and again, you can watch the video for the whole thing, is that the revenge on Chris, like Josh's revenge, is mostly aimed at Chris. Everyone else gets little pieces, but it's mostly torturing Chris. Yes, Ashley, but torturing Ashley is just a function of him torturing Chris. Yeah, the stuff he does to Sam, scary. The stuff he does to Matt and Emily, also scary. But the torture, the ongoing horrific psychological torment, all gets devoted to Chris. And the most interesting thing about the game is, why does all of Josh's worst torment planned for the person least involved in the prank? And again, I made a whole video about this. Go watch that. But yes, changing it so, and it looks like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe right before we see Josh getting laid on a couch, we see the two of them helping Chris lie down on another couch. But I can't think of a good reason to change the footage here of Chris and Josh no longer being drunk at the table, other than to make it so now Chris was involved in the prank. And I gotta say, I'm really concerned, because you're robbing the game of its most interesting subtext if you do that. And it makes me worry that the people making the game don't understand Until Dawn as well as they should. Okay. I mean, it looks good. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't look great. Looks great. Does it look like meaningfully better than the original? No. Looks about the same. Oh, what is this? Oh, guy getting set in fire in the shed. Nice. Now that is quite an explosion. Take control of the net. Oh, that's cute. Who will survive? Well, both of them will die. Although one much later than the other one. There's the flamethrower up there. Haven't seen a ton of Green Jacket here. Lots of Emily and the Flare. Okay. Alright, so now we've got the ending. The entire lodge is exploded, and Sam is outside. Is anyone else surviving? Later, I'm going to have to get a screenshot of this and zoom in. But that can wait. For right now, it looks like this is some kind of a sole survivor Sam ending. And that's based entirely on the bun in her hair. Is that it?
What is that?
That is it. Dear Sony, for years, I have wanted someone to sell me this exact hourglass right here. At the top, skull full of sand. At the bottom, miniature house, 8 characters. And then as the sand pours down, it covers the house and then buries the characters. And you turn it upside down and it all goes back and resets. You didn't release one for Until Dawn, and I'll never forgive you for that. Will you please release one for Until Dawn, the remake? Also, just give us some Until Dawn merch. We've never had any Until Dawn merch in any meaningful way. Come on, guys. We want to love this franchise. You're making a movie? You're probably making an Until Dawn 2. I mean, you'd be crazy not to if you're making a movie, right? You got the rights to this franchise. You remastered this one. Maybe you're going to wait and see how this one sells before you decide whether to make a new one or not. But the point is, we want Until Dawn 2. We want merch. We want this hourglass. I would like it if it didn't cost more than $80 Canadian, so $60 American, but if it goes over 100, I will understand, because this is a hard thing to make without it looking super cheap. And I just got talking about non-existent merch for a while. That's the Until Dawn comparison trailer. If you've never played Until Dawn, sorry I spoiled a bunch. I'm going to put a spoilers, obviously, at the front of this video. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm excited, though. I definitely want to play it. I want to see what has changed. I want to see how the visuals look. I don't expect there's going to be as much to talk about as there will be with Frank Stone, because fundamentally, as you can see, it is the exact same game. It's most of the same performances. It's most of the same motion capture. And the one big change that they seem to be making is something I have gigantic misgivings about. And you might say, but Hogaru, that's just your theory. Why should they make the game in a way that responds to your theory? And I would say that you can say it's just my theory, but whether it was meant by the developers or not, it is the most interesting subtext that can exist in the game. That the reason Josh is so aggressive towards punishing Chris is because of his deep down in denial about it love for Chris. Because, I mean, people are like, oh, they like to ship Josh and Sam, but that's, from play the game, that's entirely one-sided on Sam's part. She has a crush on Josh. Josh does not reciprocate in any meaningful way whatsoever. So yeah, something to think about. For now, though, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. I don't have all of my end of video stuff because I'm on vacation in a house on a beach where I am going to go out and, enjoy the water in a second. For now, though, I will see you back here for more Until Dawn news as we find out moving closer to this. Oh, wait, I'm going to have to reach out to Sony, see if I can get a review copy. So I'm going to go do that as well before the beach. So we'll see you back here for more Until Dawn videos as we get more news and finally get to play it. But until then, I'll say that's right. Au revoir.